Ms. Romero, I'm the Dean of Students here at the junior high, and I'm also the 8th grade AVID Excel teacher.
I'm Mr. Sanchez, and I am the AVID coordinator, and I teach the AVID elective classes and AVID Excel. And we are here today to have an important conversation with you guys.
Very important.
Yes.
We're going to talk about university and college and technical school.
Yes. Very important stuff. What is a university? And so many colleges makes up university. So university has a lot of different buildings that are colleges of their own, like College of Business, Dentistry, Medical, all that stuff that make up a university. So we usually use it interchangeably. We say college or university, and a university offers different kind of programs. So you can have an associate's program, which is a 2-year program that you take courses and you graduate with an associate's. You also have a bachelor's program, which is a 4 to 5 year program, and you graduate with a focus. And after that, you can also go on to study 2 to 4 years to get a master's or a PhD or a doctorate. That's what it's called. And those are things that a university offers, those programs.
All right. So, just so you know, there are 3 types of schooling that you can dig into. So there's the college university, there is also community college, and last but not least, there's also technical schooling. So what's the difference between technical schooling and community college and university? Well, really, technical schooling and community college are just a lot shorter programs. So for community college specifically, you're only allowed to go up to a 2-year degree, which is considered to be an associate's degree. Now, mind you, not all schools work the same. There are some schools that offer longer programs, but for the most part, you will only see community colleges offer anything all the way up to associate degrees. Now, technical school. Now that's a little bit more different than college, university, and community college. At technical school, you're entering in to obtain skills for a specific trade. Now, what is a trade? A trade can be anything along the lines of welding, construction. Maybe you're on the opposite end and you want to become a chef. Maybe you want to become a nail technician, a hair technician, a cosmetologist. Anything along those lines that will require just a lot less amount of schooling, because you are needing to obtain a specific skill, and that specific skill can be obtained a lot faster than you would be able to at a college or university level, or even community college.
That is correct, Ms. Romero. And speaking of all this universities and college and all that, do you know that there's also a thing called tuition? Do you know what that is?
What?
Yes. Well, tuition is the cost of a university or a program that you have to pay. So any program you go to, either the university, technical school, or community college, you will have to pay a fee. So tuition, there's an in-state tuition, which is if you go to a school within your state, there's a certain amount that you pay, and then there's out-of-state tuition. So keep that in mind. If you want to go to Idaho State University or Stanford or Harvard, all those universities have an out-of-state tuition, which is quite a bit of more money. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about what university you would like to go to.
Also, in-state tuition tends to be a lot more affordable, right? So if you go to a school here within your state, it's more than likely going to be that you can receive quite a bit of financial aid to be able to attend these schools. So what kind of schools do we have here in Utah, Mr. Sanchez?
That's a very good question. We got Weber State right here. Great. We bleed purple. We got Utah State, which is in Logan. We got University of Utah, which is in Salt Lake, and we have OTEC, which is here in Ogden, the technical college. And if you live in Davis, or the DATC, which is the same thing, Davis Tech, and you can go to get your technical degrees there.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to venture out within the state, because there's plenty more colleges and technical schools that you can look into yourself.
The next question is, well, how do I pay for these universities?
Well, I don't know, Mr. Sanchez. How do you pay for all of these things?
There's many options. So one of them could be an academic scholarship, which is based on your grades, your GPA. So as you guys progress through your schooling, they average out your grades, and that creates a GPA. So it goes from 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, and 4.0 it's all A's, 3 is all B's, and C is all C's. So you want to keep up your GPA, and that's going to help you get scholarships. And the scholarship is free money that you don't have to pay back. So there's universities give you all that free money if you qualify with the requirements. There's also athletic scholarships. So you're really good at soccer, really good at football, any sport. They can pay for your college and your schooling. And we'll also have leadership scholarships, which is if you take classes like LIA, AVID, or if you're in clubs and organizations like National Junior Honor Society, all those things follow you through high school, and that helps you earn opportunities to apply for a leadership scholarship. What about the federal money?
Well, that's a good question, Mr. Sanchez. So on a federal level or state level, you can also obtain money through the government to be able to pay for your schooling. And these are what is called student loans. But I will say that there's also something that's called a Pell Grant that is also free money from the state for you to be able to go to school. You just have to keep certain expectations up while you are in school. But back to the federal stuff. So loans, how does that work? That kind of sounds like a scary word, right? Oftentimes we hear loans and we're like, ugh. No. Honestly, guys, as long as you are taking care of your money and you're using it wisely, it's never a bad investment. So sometimes you're going to need a little bit of extra money to be able to pay for some books or maybe some of whatever's left of your tuition. And guess what? The government is willing to lend you some money. As long as you pay it back, they give you some time. Usually it's 6 months after you graduate from your program. You start paying back as fast as you can. And the government and the state will work with you to be able to set up a plan to pay for pay that back. So,
all right, well, thank you. Well, another option too is paying out of pocket, which is kind of pricey, but it is possible. You can get a job and work as you go and pay. And like Ms. Romero had mentioned before, there's this federal programs that we call financial aid. There's the student loans or Pell Grants, and those Pell Grants you don't have to pay back as long as you keep your grades up and your attendance. And yeah, there's also a savings account that you can start. So if you guys, parents are watching us from kindergarten, or any age, you guys can start a savings account called My 529. You guys can go to the website. We'll have it in our description here, and you guys can find out more information where you can put in money, and this program is going to build interest, and it's going to help you grow that money, so when you graduate high school and you want to go to university, you can use that money to pay for whatever you need for university needs. So, Ms. Romero, what can we do to prepare as a student?
oh my goodness, the many things that you can do, and here are some of the things that you should be doing as of right now to prepare for college. First being, focus on your grades. You definitely want to maintain a good GPA in order to be able to receive any kind of scholarships or grant money to be able to pay for your schooling. And again, scholarships and grant money is money you don't have to pay back as long as you are meeting those expectations that the universities and colleges and technical schools have set for you. So maintaining A's and B's while you are in school is the way to get your degree. Number 2, you want to have good attendance in school. You want to be able to create the habit now of being able to show up, because guess what? Once you are graduated high school, you don't have anybody to tell you gotta show up and hold your hand in that process. You just gotta show up, because if you fail your classes, you might have to retake them and even possibly pay back whatever money it was that they gave you to be able to take those classes. So you want to have good habits now in order to be able to be prepared for college, university, or even technical school. Number 3, you want to have good study habits.
Developing effective study habits. They take time to develop, so there's certain supports you can have as a student here at our schools. We have after-school tutoring, we have the AVID program, that helps you develop study habits and organizational skills. And she's back! Whoa, magic. What else can you do to prepare yourself for university? Universities and scholarships, they're always looking to service hours, community service hours. If you have, if you join like clubs and organizations, they offer opportunities. So a great one is National Junior Honor Society, Latinos in Action, AVID, and also our family engagement. There's times that you can volunteer to help out with some of those events that we do here at our school, and those counts as community hours and extracurriculars. So make sure
you definitely just want to get involved. Build your resume, and now student clubs, student body officers, LA, AVID, all of that stuff is going to help you build your resume now, but it's also going to help you build your leadership skills and just your human skills in general. You're going to be that much more prepared for college, university, or technical school by the time you get there. Thank you so much for hearing us out, and we hope that this has been an educational video. If you ever run into me, Ms. Romero, or Mr. Sanchez, feel free to stop us, ask us any questions anytime. Bye.